Alright, hello, happy Dead Week, Grateful Gang. Currently, I am on a Skype call with my co-host Daniel Perez because he is sick and is currently held in quarantine.
Welcome to Marv TV, MTV for short. I'm Daniel.
I'm Gianna, and these are your morning announcements for Monday, December 10th, 2018.
Currently, the U.S. economy has been performing well overall. The GDP has increased in the third quarter 2018. Additionally, personal income has increased by $84.9 billion as well.
Today's news report is based on monetary policy.
What is monetary policy, you may ask?
Monetary policy is how central banks manage liquidity to create economic growth.
Liquidity is how much there is in the money supply, including credit, cash, checks, and money market mutual funds.
Thank you. Next, our main story for tonight is the U.S. monetary policy explained.
And later on, be sure to tune into our exclusive one-on-one interview with Jerome Powell, Chairman of the Federal Reserve.
So, we already defined what monetary policy is, but what does it do?
Monetary policy aims to control inflation. The secondary goal is to maximize employment.
The Federal Reserve is currently pursuing a traditional course of slowly raising interest rates.
The way the Federal Reserve works is that it responds to the current demand in the United States. If the demand goes down, the Fed responds by lowering interest rates. On the other hand, if the demand goes up, the Fed responds by raising interest rates. This is to avoid a decline in inflation and an increase in inflation, respectively.
These interest rates affect banks and how much they pay on the money they have stored in the reserve. Banks are required to store money in case they ever need to pay back its customers on their withdrawals.
The target rate of the monetary policy is to have an unemployment rate below 6.5%, an annual GDP increase of 2 to 3%, and a core inflation rate of 2 to 2.5%.
Under Jerome Powell, the unemployment rate is below 4%. The annual GDP is expected to be at 2.9% by the end of this quarter. Finally, the core inflation rate was 2.1 in November 2018.
Overall, the economy has been performing well within the Fed's expectations.
And that is our main story for tonight. We will be back with our exclusive interview with Jerome Powell tonight.
On the 20th of April 2017, after Marvin Lau failed his AP Calculus quiz, he was disowned by his family. Wanting to turn his life around, he got with 5 friends and together they formed Marv, a designer clothing line that would revolutionize the world of fashion. At Marv, we strive to provide the highest quality products for the most affordable price. We want Marv to be a brand that everyone can afford. Marv represents more than just a clothing brand. We represent a new lifestyle, a new generation of fashion, and embracing individuality. Now that you know about us, come on down and let's get this Marv.
Welcome back. Today we have a special guest on the scene. Here is Alex Pineda conducting an exclusive interview with Chairman of the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell. Take it away, Alex.
I think this is your first broadcast interview, right? Since you got this job?
That's correct.
Why are you doing this interview?
Part of it is just that I feel that we have an obligation to explain ourselves as clearly as possible. The things that we do affect everyone. I think, first of all, it's been a long march to transparency on the part of the Fed.
So to that point about financial stability and ensuring American consumers are protected, this is, as I'm sure you're aware, the 10th anniversary of the financial crisis. What did you learn from that financial crisis? What lessons did you take that you now bring to this job?
Well, if you look back to the financial crisis, what happened was we had a housing bubble, and then we had widespread defaults and things like that. And that shock, if you will, hit the financial system, and the financial system should have been able to handle that and wasn't. So what the big storm showed was a whole bunch of weaknesses in the way we supervise banks, in payment utilities, in the financial markets broadly. We're not going to forget those lessons, but we're going to try to make sure that the things we've done have been right and efficient too.
I want to talk about some of the things that came out of the financial crisis that we're still dealing with. And the question is, as you consider your dual mandates of price stability and maximum employment, where are the wages on your list of things to worry about? And what real power do you have?
So wages were low, and that was understandable after the financial crisis because unemployment was extremely high. Unemployment was 10% in 2009. As unemployment declined, now all the way down to 4%, the lowest it's been in 20 years, we would have expected wages to move up fairly significantly. I think we don't directly look so much at wages as we do price inflation, but I think we are looking very carefully at maximum employment, and that is one of the things that pushes up wages and price inflation.
If we can't figure out what's going on with the wages and if inflation is only ticking up slowly, how satisfied are you that the Federal Reserve is doing it right when they adjust interest rates and when they are looking at these things in the macroeconomy?
Let me take a step back for that. I think the economy is in a really good place. As I mentioned, unemployment is now 4% and another bright, which is the lowest it's been in 20 years. Inflation has been below our 2%. We target 2% PCE inflation, which is a bit lower than the CPI number that will be published later this morning. So it's been low, really, since I got here in 2012. I joined the Fed in May 2012. I think the last month was the first month we've actually had 2% core PCE inflation.
Do you worry about overshooting, about raising interest rates and tightening up a little too much too soon as you look at this 2% inflation?
Yes. So there is always, and there is now, this challenge of moving at the right pace in whatever direction you're going in. So right now, I would say that we've been, since you and I have spoken last in December 2015, we've been gradually raising interest rates. And I would say I'm very pleased with the results. We didn't stay at zero.
Thank you for everything, Jerome Powell.
Thank you, Alex.
That is all for our monetary policy report.
To recap, monetary policy is the government's way of managing liquidity and unemployment. This is done by adjusting interest rates in order to match the demand in the economy. Monetary policy also aims to create a healthy economy by maintaining the GDP increase, unemployment rate, and core inflation rate.
Thank you for tuning in.
Remember, ladies and gents, always stay grateful.
I'm Gianna.
And I'm Daniel. And this has been MTV.